Well, greetings and good morning, small business management students. This is week number 4 in our 8-week class in Biz Management 45. And this week we're going to be looking at two chapters, chapters 7 and 8, that deal with marketing strategy and the marketing plan. You kind of touched a little bit last week on marketing as we looked at e-commerce versus commerce, and we started to touch on marketing. And now we're going to get a lot more into it with this week's module or this week's chapters. A marketing plan is very important. It's a part of your business plan. But your business plan should include how do you plan on marketing your product? How do you plan on getting it to your customers and getting customers aware that your product is available? So that's what you'll be looking at in these chapters. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here and go ahead and share our class in Canvas. Of course, this is module number 2, and it ends this Sunday, 11/9. So that means that your discussion post number 2 is due, as well as you have your first exam. So this class has 2 exams. It has a midterm at week 4, and then it has a final at week 8. So this week we'll be doing your midterm exam, which is based on all the chapters we covered from week 1 all the way through week 4. So I'm going to go ahead and select that module here, module number 2, and that's going to bring us to week number 3, where you looked at chapters 4 and 6. You had a check-in assignment, you had a homework on e-commerce, etc., and you started your discussion post on digital marketing and e-marketing, and so you're going to be completing that this week. So I'm going to move that down here, and that puts us into week number 4. So you do have 2 chapters to look at. Make sure you read those chapters. You have a check-in assignment, and I'm adding a new requirement for the check-in assignment, and that is I want you to also include the page number where you found it. The idea of these check-in assignments is that you're going to the textbook to find your answer, and then when you find your answer in the textbook, that you're giving me the textbook answer, and then now it would include the page number. And here's why: because some students are using AI, and they're answering the questions or having AI answer the questions and then posting that. And the question answers are good, but they're not what the textbook is saying. And I want to make sure that you're in the textbook. Secondly, some students just answer from their own knowledge or their experience or whatever else, and that's fine as well, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for the textbook answer. And the whole purpose of this assignment is to make sure that you're utilizing your textbook and that you're checking in each week. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge, and that's great, but you can add to that knowledge by reading the textbook, and maybe you'll learn something new. So please read the textbook and answer the questions right out of the textbook, including the page number in your check-in assignment. Also, your homework assignment is one of the better ones, I think. This is where you're evaluating In-N-Out Burger. So hopefully all of you at one point or another in your adult life have been to In-N-Out Burger. I'm sure you have. In fact, some of you many, many times. And so I'm asking you to do an evaluation of their marketing mix. What do they do in the area of people? What do they do in the area of product? What do they do in the area of promotion? What do they do in the area of pricing? And what do they do in the area of placement? Or where do they put their restaurants? I want you to evaluate that, think through every one of those in great detail, make a list in the chart provided in each one of the sections, what you evaluated for each one of those areas. And then I want you to tell me which one you think is most important of all of those. What keeps people getting in line, waiting in line? Is it the price? Is it the product? Is it because they have great employees? Ask yourself, why do I wait in the long line? Is it because I get a cheap burger? I mean, what is it? So ask yourself, where do you think they put their most emphasis and what is unchanging? Like if they change that, it would ruin everything for In-N-Out Burger. So that's what you're answering in this evaluation. And then you have a discussion post that you're going to be, again, completing. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to complete discussion post number 2. And this is hopefully you're already made an initial post. And so now you're just commenting on your colleagues in class. And you must do that in order to get the opportunity for full credit. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to next Sunday. And it is absolutely due this coming Sunday. It'll close after that. And then finally, you do have again your exam number 2, or exam number 1. Sorry, your first exam. So right here, exam number 1, chapters 1 through 8. So make sure you complete that by Sunday night. I think it's all multiple choice, so there shouldn't be any fill-ins. If there is, it got through the cracks. But that's pretty much it for week number 4. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I provide my cell number and my email in every one of the announcements that I send out. I believe in my communication plan, there is a bookings link where you can book a meeting with me in Zoom. You just go there, you set the meeting up, it alerts me via email, and I know when you're available to meet. So please utilize that as well if you need to get a hold of me. I do not have office hours at Chaffey, but I do have them at Norco. So if it doesn't work out that we can meet off time, you can meet with me during one of my hours at Norco as well. I have online hours there as well. So have a great week, everyone, and you will see me again on video next week.